Good day everyone. Today we'll be discussing our IT audit and control plan for the identity provider IDP and one portal system. This audit was conducted from July 1 to July 3, 2026 to evaluate whether the system's security controls are effective and compliant with security standards. Our audit had three main objectives. First, to assess user access control and authentication. Second, to evaluate backup incident response and operational security. Third, to verify compliance with ISO IEC 27001, the Data Privacy Act of 2012, and our internal security policies. The audit covered important areas such as user access management, password security, backups and recovery, network security, data privacy, software updates, and incident response. Physical security was excluded because the infrastructure is managed by the cloud provider AWS.
Based on our assessment, most security controls were found to be effective. These include role-based access control, multi-factor authentication, encrypted data storage, scheduled backups, network security, and the incident response process. However, we identified areas that still need improvement, particularly in change management and physical security documentation, which were marked as needing improvement. However, we identified areas that still need improvement, particularly in change management and physical security documentation, which were marked as needing improvement. We also identified four audit findings. These include the lack of a formal change management process, the absence of a key management policy, partially implemented. Overall, the audit concluded that the system is satisfactory with minor improvements needed. The identity provider and one portal system already has strong security controls in place, but formalizing several security policies will further strengthen its information security management system.
Next is for our Information System Risk Assessment Form for PUPT Connect. This is prepared by Axis Capstone Research Team to identify, analyze, evaluate, and treat the risk affecting our information system and its IT controls. For Section D, Information System Risk Register, it lists 9 identified risk areas for PUPT Connect, each rated for likelihood, impact, and inherent risk score before considering controls. Risk 1. User access management, the unauthorized access or content changes from excess role privilege and inactive accounts. This is addressed through one role-based access and periodic account review. Inherent score of 8 and rated moderate. Risk 2 is password and authentication controls. Account compromise from weak passwords, phishing, or missing MFA, addressed through password rules, lockout, MFA where available, and phishing awareness. Inherent score of 15, rated very high. Risk 3 is data backup and recovery. Data cannot be restored due to failed backups or damaged storage. Addressed through scheduled backups and restore test. Inherent score of 5, rated moderate. Risk 4, network and system security. Website or AI help desk unavailability from traffic overload or server faults. Addressed through capacity monitoring and escalation contacts. Inherent score of 6, rated moderate. Risk 5, data privacy and protection. Personal data disclosed due to misconfigured access, addressed through restricted access, encryption, and annual training. Inherent score of 15, rated very high. Risk 6 is software licensing and updates. Security or legal risk from delayed patching and unlicensed software, addressed through inventory, approved software, and patch schedule. Inherent score of 8, rated moderate. Risk 7. Incident reporting and response. Incidents not reported or resolved promptly due to unclear roles. Addressed through a reporting channel, ticket log, and post-incident review. Inherent score of 12, rated high. Risk 8. physical security of IT equipment, loss or damage of unmanaged end-user devices, addressed through restricted areas and inventory. Inherent score of 4, rated low. Risk 9. IT policies and compliance. Inconsistent control applications from outdated or undocumented procedures, addressed through IT policies and regular approval and review cycle. Inherent score of 9, rated moderate.
Next is the Section E, where we list the required action for risk above the team's acceptable risk level. First is the finding 1. The bot press API token being fully consumed and disrupting the AI help desk is rated high. The plan is to monitor token usage, set up alerts, and replenish or upgrade the plan, reducing the residual score to 3. Finding 2. Website services becoming inaccessible when the identity provider is down is rated high. The plan is to implement a fallback access mechanism, reducing the residual score to 3. Finding 3. Multiple users editing the same CMS content and risking overwritten changes is rated moderate. The plan is to add a simultaneous editing notification system, reducing the residual score to 2. Finding 4. Lack of accountability for user actions and content changes is rated moderate. The plan is to draft a CMS or IT policy on approval, guidelines, and accountability, reducing the residual score to 2. Lastly is the finding 5. The public feedback form is lack of spam filtering is rated low. The plan is to add a CAPTCHA or rate limiting, reducing the residual score to 1. Now let's move on to the section G, which is the last section, where we summarize the overall risk picture. Inherent risk identified were 1 low, 5 moderate, 1 high, and 2 very high or critical, with password authentication and data privacy the highest before controls. After all controls, all 9 residual risks dropped to low thanks to RBAC, MFA, encryption, backups, and monitoring. 7 risk areas were carried into Section E, Action Plan, plus 4 new operational findings. 2 risk areas, network system security and physical security, were accepted at their current level, and none required escalation to management. And that's all for our presentation. Thank you for listening.